Hey there, if you're new here, I'm Jacqueline Baer. Here on my channel, I share my artistic journey, helpful tips, and encourage others to go out in nature and create. So today's video is me showing a few things that I've been working on recently, as well as drawing a little bit with you. So I recently was given a whole bunch of papers to test out, play around with, see what I think of it, and I really enjoy them. So I want to talk about these ones here. These are Fabriano drawing papers, and I've been using colored pencils on them, which I'll show you what I've been using. Now this design is not mine. Savannah from Thoroughfare Design, she has done this. She also created my Jacqueline Baer logo on my website. But whenever I needed just inspiration, I went to her Instagram and I saw this little illustration that she did, and I thought it'd be perfect as like a little warm-up for me to start drawing. So it's so cute. I enjoy it. I really liked this tan paper with a darker reddish, rusty red colored pencil. It was really fun to create, and the texture of this. Usually I don't do textury papers, but that one was really fun to do. And also that evening, that was my little warm-up. I was watching Pride and Prejudice, the 2005 one.
I don't understand. I love you. Most ardently.
I really love the cinematography of that one, and every time I see certain scenes, I just want to paint or draw them or something. This is when Mr. Darcy tells Elizabeth that he loves her, and then they pan out when he's like walking away. I didn't draw them in here. I'm not the best at drawing people quite yet, but I drew this part from this scene. And then I looked up pictures so I could see what the rest of this structure is, and it's kind of a dome top. So I've left room for me to add that at some point. But I just kind of took what I saw from the movie. I took a little picture on my phone and drew it from there. Now these little ones I have painted with watercolor. I will put a link in the description below of all the paper types and the materials I used, because I might butcher some of the names of the different things. But these are bamboo paper and sugarcane paper, and so I got to test and try these little papers out. And this one I did kind of a white camellia. I'm not great at painting white flowers yet, so this got really muddy because I overworked it. But I really love the leaves that I did. I really like these leaves. So I was really proud of the leaves on this one. And this is a daffodil. I had texted my grandmother saying, "Grandma, what's your favorite flower?" And she told me she loves daffodils. So I wanted to paint a little daffodil for her. So I did a little bit different approach of like the flowers so that I wouldn't overwork it. Pretty proud of that one. And again, I really enjoy drawing leaves. It's so pretty. I love it. And then this one is on watercolor paper that is round. And I just went in with like some wet on wet techniques with the sky. This is colored pencils doing the little birds flying and maybe migrating or something. And you can see like the flowers here, how I did a wet on wet technique. I put some colored pencils on here. So I just kind of played around with a couple of techniques and different materials, so watercolor and colored pencil. And so this was really fun to create as well. So I'll show you the materials that I've been using. I have been using these Daniel Smith extra fine watercolors in my art toolkit palette. You can kind of see some of these colors in here that I was using. If you haven't seen my video of doing these, I do have a whole little swatch card with all the names of them. So you can screenshot that if you want to, or you can go watch that video if you're looking to look a little bit more into Daniel Smith extra fine watercolors. And I recently got some Faber-Castell polychromos colored pencils. I have some Prismacolor ones, you'll see them kind of in here, but I've heard really great things about these, and so I've gotten quite a few of them, slowly building up my collection. So I use these for like these drawings, and that's what I'm going to do today on this brown piece of paper. I really liked using this light gray here on this purple, So this one is the Warm Gray 2, number 271, and that's all I used for this one. And then I used this Sanguine 188 colored pencil for this one. And again, I'll link all of that below, but I want to figure out what colored pencil I want to use on this. So I like to, just on the back, kind of test like little swatches. At first I thought I'd do this pretty blue color, but it didn't look as contrasty as I wanted, so I went with the gray. So I'm going to do the same thing for this brown one. So let me get set up for that. So this paper has a lot of texture to it. I don't know if there's a front side. This seems a little bit more like the front side. So on the back side, I'm going to test some colors to see maybe what I might want to work with today. So this is the Dark Naples Ochre 184, which is kind of fun to have. This is Terracotta 186. Also not as bright. I'm kind of leaning towards this nice bright yellow. You can see those colors. Oh, they're all kind of nice though. That's going to be harder to choose. I think I want to go with this yellow one. I just think that that would be really fun. I don't know why. I just think it would. So I pulled up on my iPad a picture of the Bennets House. I forget what the name of the house is, but I just always have loved this scene of their house. So that is what I'm going to sketch out today. So just like this scene over here of where Mr. Darcy said, "I love you most ardently." I love that scene. It's so beautiful, so dreary with all the rain and stuff, and it's wonderful. I didn't even sketch anything. I just went straight in. So that is what I'm going to do today. So let's begin. as you can see, how wonderful the texture of this paper works in my favor, especially like doing the trees. Like, this is just a very quick sketch. This is not me trying to be crazy, crazy detailed, but just enough details within it. And I'm really quite a fan. I think there's another window here, so let me add that in. But I love that with one colored pencil and the paper, I can get this wonderful sketch just to, oh yeah, there's like little, I say I don't do super detailed, and then here I am adding all these tiny details. I think that this would be really fun to like paint and really get all the details, so this can just be a little study. So just going in and adding like little details and textures like this will help differentiate things, especially since I'm just using one color. I can't go in with brown, you know, so it's the brown roof. But textures and little marks really help. And I know that the light was coming in from this left side, so that's why on these trees I added more details to it so it would show up a little. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I think that's really fun. Ooh, fun. I've never done like a little house before. Now I want to do like a fun little series just continuing the movie. I think that that would be really fun to like just keep learning about building structures and quick sketching and adding just enough detail, but having this nice textured paper leans into that a little bit more. And this is just a really fun exercise to do. And let me know in the comments if you've done similar things, or if you have any tips or ideas of what I could try next. So I think I'm going to end it there. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers.